Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? Thank y'all for tuning into another episode of Last Sports Talk, man. Hope that everybody's having a great week thus far. About to be the end of March, heading into April. Damn, we already about to be in.
That's what I'm saying. 20th, you know, time's going. We just started March. April Fool's coming around the corner.
Well, we about to say Merry Christmas all over again?
Soon enough.
But hey, man, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. You know, as I got my brother over here, my co-host,
Yes,
Mr. Sean Blake, yourself. How you doing there, man? How's your week going so far?
It's going good. You know, God gave me life. Another day, another dollar.
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
Got to give up to the Most High, and you know, appreciate you, you know, for having me once again, and ready to give y'all some good updates in the sports world, because a lot of stuff has been happening, especially even free agency is still going.
Still going. A lot of moves still going.
You know, it's our, for the college world, it's the best time of the year for you basketball lovers. March Madness is beginning this weekend, so we're going to give y'all a little insight on what's going on with that too. So
True. So, even before we jump into it, I want to give, a couple of people a shout out. First of all, I want to start off with my brother Sean over here. I always give Sean a shout out at the the end of the show. But, I always want to thank Sean for doing this, with me and always being like one of my biggest supporters for sure on this podcast, on this journey, whether he's here or whether he's not here. I definitely want to thank you for taking time out your day for, for doing this with me. For sure. Number two, I want to give a shout out to Rico. I always got to give a shout out to Rico, not only for the, the setup, for the edits that you guys see, for the videos on TikTok that you guys see, blessing us with this type of equipment right here, from the studio over there where we was at and to where we at right now, at the end of the day, got to give Rico his props. I got to also, jacket as well too, the Freestyle Anime jacket.
Oh, new merch?
Yeah, man, that's on their boys' website, so hopefully Rico could drop the link at the bottom. Luffy, I know you don't watch One Piece, but don't be disrespectful, bro. Keep it to yourself, all right?
Dragon's Ball Z boy.
No, all right.
Bad,
okay, that's true, but like I said,
I guess Luffy holding it down for y'all. While Dragon Ball Z's on a much awaited, arrival for the new, Daima. We'll see what's going on with that when it does come out. But
that's true. So, and also I want to give a shout out to Maine as well too. I can't do this episode. I give him a shout out to Maine because your boy done got a new logo now. Officially got a new logo. Hopefully Rico will put that in the video as well too. But yeah, I got to give a shout out to Maine Code Graphics. Sean was the one who referred me to Maine, and hopefully y'all enjoy this graphic because man, I was in love with it, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I did not expect that at all whatsoever. So I gotta give a shout out to Maine, man.
Graphics close to do it, man.
No,
matter of fact, I'm also a graphic designer, but a lot of the stuff I have learned from him myself. So. Who's best not to, do the due diligence by, updating the logo and,
exactly
take this podcast and this journey even further from where it started. So, yeah, man.
So
shout out to you, man.
No, seriously. Thank you, man. From literally from the bottom of my heart, man. Like words can't even express my gratitude. So thank you for that. And as Sean said, like we do got a lot of sports to get into, but before we get into the sports, like just it's not a sports subject per se, but have you watched that documentary on HBO? I think it's called Quiet on the Set. What's going on? Like, bro, you gotta watch that, dog. Nate had recommended me to watch that, and
documentary, right?
Yes, it's a documentary, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on there, dog.
For real? Bet.
Bro,
I might tap in tonight. See what's going on
with Dan Schneider. With the cast that's going to Amanda Bynes, Drake Bell. Yeah.
I actually seen a few clips on the internet today because I seen somebody interview Dan Schneider about.
Yeah, Tebow.
Yeah, that's what was him.
Yeah, T-Bone on iCarly. That was him. Yep, that was him.
Looking at him, the face looked familiar. I'm like,
yep, that was T-Bone.
That's crazy. But yeah, I know Drake Bell kind of came out with some stuff saying, how everything was like a lot of crazy stuff was going on behind closed doors and stuff. So, but I never really looked into it because, granted, that was a part of my childhood as far as, Drake and Josh, iCarly,
Amanda, all that Amanda Bynes show.
Yeah, like if you're a 90s baby,
Yeah, exactly. So, you know exactly what that was, man.
But
I
might look into it though.
No, you should.
I've seen that stuff has been kind of heating up about it, so
it has.
I'm interested to know what really happened for real.
I'm honestly surprised that even Dan was even on that interview with T-Bone after everything that's been
Can't run
put
away from
out
the
there.
allegations. At that point, you're just gonna look more and more guilty. So you might as well
That's
open
true.
up and I guess try to defend himself in some way. But you know,
I don't think there's no way that
Right,
you could
neither.
really defend yourself, man. With all of these
The more
people
you
coming
run, it's
out,
gonna make it worse, so.
yeah, that is true. I just feel really sorry, you know, for these people because they were young kids
Mm-hmm.
at this time, you know, and at the end of the day, being a child actor is hard. Like for obviously for us, you know, when we watching TV, we just like, okay, this seems like the easiest job in the world. You know,
Facts,
probably at a
yeah.
point in time, I only can speak for myself. I can speak for you. You know, like, okay, like I want to be a child actor. Like it just seems so fun. You make a lot of money until you get older and you start to see, you know, the back end of things. Like they're starving to eat. You know, they don't really, they really can afford to pay no bills or they're barely getting paid. One lady on the show, actually 2 women on the show in the documentary said that they had to share a salary. Yeah, the men had their own salary, but they were staff writers for Nickelodeon, and they had to share a salary. It's
Wild. That's wild.
And another one, she said she had to work. What was it? A 16-week contract. She got paid for those 16 weeks, but then she had to work another 11 weeks for free. So it's a 27-week contract. So you got paid for
Crazy.
16 weeks, and 11 weeks you got paid. You didn't get paid at
I'm
all.
gonna be honest. In today's society, none of that shit will fly.
No, it wouldn't.
None of that shit will fly. That shit will hit the internet. The media, when someone's paycheck doesn't hit, it's going to the internet. I'm gonna be honest with you. People don't play about their change and bread and butter nowadays.
Bingo.
Because it's like bills got to be paid, life has to be lived. People have
You got a family to
responsibilities.
take care of.
So obviously, back in the 90s or early 2000s, you know, life was still going to be life, but it wasn't what we're experiencing now.
True.
As, you know, humans. So at the end of the day, unfortunately, I'm sad that, you know, these things did happen to these people. And, you know, I wish they should have spoke up sooner. It's always like that. They usually hold these things in for 20, 30 years. And then now years have passed and they kind of speak on the topic. But, you know, I guess you would say better late than never. So, but I'm definitely going to look into that documentary.
No, you should definitely. I definitely highly recommend you to watch it.
See what
I'm on
happens.
episode 4 right now, so I definitely had.
Oh, so it's like a
It's
on-running series, not like a
on-running
little
series.
3-part series.
Nah,
nothing.
I
Okay.
thought it was just only 2 parts, but there's like 4 episodes out right now, so
Okay.
I definitely recommend you to watch it.
Bet.
But you know, as you said, moving into the sports world, you know, for college basketball, as you said, it's the March Madness tournament. So you know, my boy over here, he already about to fill out his bracket. Hopefully, you guys
Tonight.
filling out y'all bracket as well too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You got a ticket, you ain't got a chance. So, but you know, we'll see what happens. Obviously, I don't think anyone's ever successfully made a bracket. There's people that come very close,
true.
but not succeeded all the way. But I wouldn't say right now, as far as speculation wise goes in the world, seems like a lot of people are more interested in the women's March Madness than the men's. Now the tables have turned.
I mean, I'm one of them. I can't even lie. I'm
So-
definitely one of them.
You got a couple, you know, Mount Rushmores right now in the women's basketball world with Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese,
Yep. Juju Watkins,
Juju Watkins, and another shiner coming from South Carolina.
the 6'8" girl.
Girl,
yeah.
yeah.
I forgot her
The
name.
one that
but-
got into the feud not too long ago. So, you know, there's a lot to look forward. I can't really give you no dates right now as far as the men's go. You
Yeah.
know, I haven't really chilled it, but we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna sound super, you know, biased, but the only person I know that's in the college basketball world for men's is Bronny James, and right now people ain't too happy for his first season. Granted, he didn't get much minutes. People, his
That's
man's
what I'm
coming off the
saying.
bench. What do you want him to do? Drop 40 off the bench?
And not even that. He had a cardiac arrest incident
taking
over
it
the
slow.
summer, so he's taking it slow on himself, man.
So, you know, obviously, I don't think he's going to declare for no draft or
I don't
anything.
think so. Stay
I'm
another year.
LeBron's going to make him stay another year. This time around, he should be a starter, I'm assuming, because I'm sure some of them seniors are going to be gone. And it'll give him the opportunity to, you know, get more minutes, have more production time, and you could truly see what Bronny could do with, you know, a full 2 halves of basketball.
True.
So
That's why I said I feel like it's much smarter for him to stay there, you know, a whole another year instead of, you know, rushing for you to go to the league, you know, just because you hear people say, oh, it's time for you to go to the league. But, you know, as my brother said, like, yeah, I'm more interested in the women's for sure because, you know, LSU won it last year. But this year, it just seems like, you know, as you said, with Caitlin Clark, you know, I like Juju Watkins at USC. I do like that South Carolina team, you know, another undefeated season, which is not easy at all. So credits to you women out there. You know, the women seem like they balling right now.
The games are more entertaining, we'll be honest.
True. Absolutely true.
So, but, yeah, everything does begin. I think the women start Thursday and the men start Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I think it's literally up until the first week of April is when, like, Final Fours or Elite Eight Final Fours and obviously the finals start winding down. So, I guess, you know, a lot of hype going into the end of last few weeks of this month, going into next month. So, I guess that's something to look forward to. You want to go early predictions? Who you think got it for the women's? Because we can't even talk about the men's right now because we ain't be watching.
Yeah, we're going to be watching the men's. Me, honestly, I think it's really going to be between South Carolina and LSU, man. After I seen that SSC championship game and how, you know, it was a fight back and forth between those two teams. And, you know, both of those coaches are highly respected within the women's NCAA. I feel like it's gonna have to come down between one of those teams. If I'm wrong, then, you know, at the end of the day, I'm wrong, and I'll admit that. But it's just Caitlin Clark. I don't really know nobody outside of Caitlin. Like, she's really been carrying Iowa this whole entire season. I mean, you look at LSU. You got Angel Reese. You know, Flaugier is there. You know, they have a couple of key other pieces over there as well too. I forgot her name. She a nice little white girl. I think she played guard or something like that. I forgot her name. I gotta look into it.
Yeah, there was a guard that transferred to LSU after they ended up losing to LSU.
So I forgot her name. I gotta look into it.
I know you're talking about that.
And obviously, you know, South Carolina with Saley going
all-star team, yeah.
Saley going 32-0, which isn't easy at all to do that in a season, but you do that yet once again. You know, it's
this time they want to get the chip with it. So.
I feel like it's going to come down to between those two teams right there. I really do like those teams. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I don't know if Angel Reese is going to go into the draft after this year's over, or she's going to come back another year.
The NIL money looking good for her, so it's like,
bingo.
Why run from it? If you can still show production at that, you know, college level, I'm sure she would love. She got one her first year.
Yeah, true.
So it's like it's not like you ain't got one. So at the end of the day, who knows? That'll be a decision for her and her managers and the rest of her team and family to make for her or help her make, because only she can make that decision at the end of the day. But
it's her career at the end of the day.
But I like that prediction. I would say South Carolina, like, they're walking on water at this point with how they've been playing basketball. And
South Carolina is really good.
I would throw LSU in there. If LSU doesn't, I could see in the Final Four those same teams that we just named.
USC, LSU, Iowa, and who else was USC, Iowa, South Carolina. There you go.
Those would be, and who knows? Caitlin Clark could really carry. She could really carry.
The girl name is Haley Van Lith. There we go. I had to get some respect on her, but go ahead.
Caitlin Clark could really carry Iowa to like an Elite Eight, Final Four type bids. I don't know if that would be enough to get her, you know, to the championship, you know, game. But
true,
we just gotta wait and see. That's what makes it so exciting. So, but I think South Carolina might take it. They're playing some great basketball, and you know, I think they have some unfinished business.
I think they do got some unfinished business for sure.
So
I think they do. I mean, they did win that game, but still, I feel like it'll be much that to have an undefeated season and to end it off with a ring. I feel like that'll be a much, you know, a better feeling.
Use the memorable quote from Kobe: "The job is not done.
It's not finished."
So
it's not finished.
Got a long journey. I think how much rounds? I think it's 8 rounds.
Yeah, because it starts from round of 84.
64. Is it 84?
84.
It's 64, 84. Let me see.
Is it?
People, give us some time because we're football. Let's see it for real. But I think
it starts off with 84, don't it? 64. 64, 32, then 16, 8, 4, and then the championship. Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot this count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 rounds. You gotta last through.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But man, oh man.
But moving on to the NFL. Before we even get to the trades, I want to give a commend. How can I say it, man? I don't even have no words for this guy, Aaron Donald, man. Retired at the age of 32.
Hell of a season, man.
10 years in the
Hell of a
league,
career,
Super
not
Bowl
season,
champion, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, 8-time First Team All-Pro, and a 10-time Pro Bowler, and a menace. How you gonna remember Aaron Donald, bro?
There's nothing left for him to give to this game.
Honestly, not. No.
He stapled himself as a first ballot Hall of Famer and one of the best players to play on the defensive line ever
In NFL history. Bingo.
So, and he stayed loyal. That's most of all. He stayed loyal. He didn't. There was so much speculations of him leaving,
Retiring earlier. Yep.
Especially after that heartbreaking loss they took to the Patriots the first time around. He stuck through it, waited another 4 more years. Came back. Another 4 more years, came back.
And then beat the Bengals in the
was
Super
able to
Bowl and had the
scrape past-
game-winning sack, too. Yep.
He literally took off that helmet and bring me, people. Feel me?
The one
He deserved
in
it.
his own stadium.
Yeah.
In his own
Ain't
stadium.
no sweeter way to do it.
True.
So, obviously, even this year, they didn't do too bad. They made a playoff push and, came up short against who they lose to?
I forgot who they lost to in the
Lions.
first round. Oh, yeah.
The
They
Lions.
did
And
run
that
into
was
the
actually
line.
a great game.
It was a close game, too.
Wild card game. Close game.
It was a close game.
So, but like I said, there's nothing left for him to really show and give to this game other than probably get another championship, potentially DPO. Why or not? But, at this point, he already won it, 3 times?
Yeah, he won that Defensive Player of the Year 3 times in a row. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Already got a Super Bowl MVP. As I said, 18 first-time All-Pro, 10-time Pro Bowler. Like, the only other person that I know that played 10 years in this league was Barry Sanders, and Barry did a lot within those 10 years. I believe Megatron was somewhere within that time frame, that time span. But as you said, on the defensive side, you think about a Lawrence Taylor, you think about a Derek Thomas, you think about a Jason Taylor, you think about Zach Thomas was really good. JJ Watt, Jared Allen, God rest his soul, Junior Seau. There's a lot of great defensive players, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. There's a lot of great defensive players when it comes in the NFL. Aaron Donald will go down as one of the greatest defensive players at his position.
Yeah.
And
it's hard to find elite edge rushers. I'm gonna be honest, people. At like that consistent rate. Right now, there are a few that still, in the league doing their thing.
True.
Like a Myles Garrett, like a TJ Watt. Who else can I throw in there? Right now, a young talent that's brewing, Will Anderson. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in there.
in Houston, he had a good
great rookie season.
Facts. Shout out to Will.
But, like I said, he came in, I think, the year 2013, 2014.
Something like that.
Straight out of Pittsburgh and got straight to it. And
Didn't waste no time at all. And not even that, bro, the fact that, okay, I can understand, at the end of the day, it's the offensive lineman's job to protect your quarterback. The fact that you have 4 people
Guarding
on number
one.
99, that goes to show you a lot right there. That just goes to show you when the tape turns on, where's number 99 at?
He has to be double teamed. You cannot single guard him one-on-one. You have to pull a guard because and mind you, he typically runs D tackle or nose tackle depending on what, formation, if they're running out of a 4-3 or 3-4 set.
Yep.
And he does it all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm surprised, man, don't drop back in coverage and play, as like a regular middle linebacker.
Honestly,
outside
I mean,
linebacker.
he has the. I ain't gonna lie, Aaron Donald's quick.
He
bro.
has the speed
He
to
has
do
the
it.
speed for it. Yes, he do.
But, great career. Like I said, stayed loyal, so it's like we can't even talk about him expanding his talent tree to any other team. He stayed loyal, stayed down for one team, and he was able to get that franchise a bowl. First one since Kurt Warner days. So
For somebody that trains with knives, I don't even want to block that man.
Yeah, you seen him?
Yeah, bro. That's why, bro. I would be like, Coach, my stomach
fake.
hurt.
I thought it was a fake video, but it
I
was real
don't,
nice,
bro. I'm like, Coach, my stomach hurt. Or like, yo, we got number 9. Yo, Kyler Murray was like, thank God.
Yeah, I seen it.
Bro,
Thank God.
Aaron Donald puts fear in dog. I'm telling. There's literally certain people in the NFL that you just turn on the tape and be like, where like even a clip that I seen on Twitter when Geno Smith was like, oh my God. You just see Aaron Donald literally come off the edge scot free. And Geno literally Geno just had the ball and looked as soon as he looked at Aaron Donald was right there in his face, bro.
Bro, what do you? Sometimes you just drop to the floor as a quarterback. Don't even try to escape it or try to. He's one of those players. If he gets his hands on you, you're not getting out the sack. Sometimes you might be able to elude a sack, dip under. That man don't miss. He really don't miss. He's one of them players. Once he grab you, just know you're done for that drive or that play at least.
Bro, you ever watch that movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, the whole
joint. You remember that scene where they was in the cafeteria and then Buddy was like, "You gonna eat your cornbread?" Eddie Murphy was like, "If you want my cornbread, you gotta come and take it from me."
Hey,
and they got his ass knocked out. I was like, "Bro, that's Aaron, bro."
Play the clip for it.
I'm telling, please play the clip, dog. Aaron was a menace, dog. No cap. Aaron Donald was a menace, and as you said, his jacket is already made. His statue in Canton is already made. First ballot Hall of Famer
for sure. I love a career. You know, hats off to you.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give me, give me a jersey, man. One of my favorite defensive players of all time, man. I can't.
Season.
You did a lot in 10 years.
99 out, you know.
Literally, you did a lot in 10 years, man. Seriously. You're walking out a champion.
Now the Rams got a big hole to fill.
Yeah,
you gotta sign like 6 people to even dare try to even equivalent to him, and it still probably won't be enough. So if I was smart with you guys, I'd go D tackle or defensive end for his round and see if you can somewhat try to fill a little void or giant void that's been missing right now. So
there'll never be another Aaron Donald, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
It won't.
There will never be another Aaron Donald. But, moving on to our free agency thing as well, too, because this is like day 2 pretty much. I don't know how much days it's been, but I know the first day that we did it, we broke it down little by little.
This is like week 2. Yeah, week 2. Week 2 of free agency. Probably day, who knows.
Any moves in your eyes that caught your attention?
Well, as far as today, we can just go ahead and throw as honorable mention. This trade was already done, but wide receiver Jerry Jeudy received a 3-year, $50 million extension today. And, in my eyes, it came as a surprise. No disrespect to Jerry, and shout outs to you and Broward Boy from the crib.
Yep.
Go out there and go get it. You got a new team. You got a fresh start. You got a young quarterback. Not that you didn't have one from the first, but you got, young and experienced quarterback, I would say. So, they obviously believe in you, believe in your talents. So go out there and go out there and go get that bag that they paid you for.
3 years, $58 million.
I know. I don't believe he has 1,000-yard season.
He hasn't had one yet. He was close his rookie year. He had 972. And then he's been nicked up here and there. We'll say you can't account for injuries per se. So obviously that was going to cut into the production, and obviously over there, I felt like Cortland Sutton was the number one receiver in that offense, and then it was Jerry that was number 2. So you're coming into a Cleveland offense, which I still feel like he is going to be the number 2 because Amari Cooper is still there. But I do, as you said, with Deshaun Watson being there, hopefully he's fully healthy. I do believe that Jerry can thrive in this offense. I do believe that he can reach that 1,000-yard, break that 1,000-yard mark as well too. So at the end of the day, as you just said, we rooting for you because you're from here.
He had a lot of hype with him coming out of college from Bama.
From Bama, yep.
So a lot of people anticipated him to probably have the same production as. I'm not comparing you to him because I still think you guys have 2 different kind of play styles, but it's still somewhat similar, like a CeeDee Lamb. A lot of people kind of did envision for him to be like something what CeeDee Lamb is, like, a crazy route runner, run after the catch, You know,
Jared definitely runs some crazy routes. His footwork is impeccable. I will give him that. Like, I ain't even gonna much crap with, like,
so
to see him playing from high school up until, like you said, at Bama and in the NFL, like, his footwork is insane. No, there's no cap about that.
Like I said, you're out of a I want to call Denver a toxic environment because right now they are all over the place. Right now they're in super full rebuild. So
that thing is a toxic environment, bro. That thing's
they shipped you up out of there. You're in Cleveland, a winning franchise currently right now, who's been in the playoffs the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, let's see what can happen this time around. You come back, got a couple players come back from injury. Healthy Nick Chubb after that gruesome injury he had.
Yeah, seriously.
Towards, you know, the later last season.
Well, against the Steelers when Minka went down a little, but yeah, we got to talk about that. We could, you know, best of wishes to you, Nick Chubb. Want you to be healthy this year, man, because you know
they should be solid this year.
I like that though. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? I mean, you know, adding him in there because it does make that division interesting. The AFC North in general is
a wide receiver too. They never had a wide receiver too, really.
I mean, yeah, because I wouldn't say I don't want to disrespect. I do like Elijah Moore. I do, but.
A slot.
Yeah, he is a slot. That's true. So they do need it enough because they did trade away Donovan Peoples-Jones to Detroit. Yeah. You know, but that AFC North, I feel like it's gonna be like it's gonna be a dogfight. It's always been a dogfight in my eyes, but man.
But when Burrow went down,
yeah,
that's when the Ravens started
to creep
out and just kind of stretch away the lead. The Steelers were fighting for their life throughout the entire season.
The Browns was right there in the nick of things too. Now they was right there in the nick of things. So, but Joe Burrow's coming back fully healthy.
I think the Browns ended up beating the Ravens one time out of that season.
I think they split it 1-1. Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, new season coming around. So we gonna see what happens. But congratulations on your new deal, Jerry.
Facts, definitely, man.
Go out there and show them why you deserve every dollar they spent on you.
A fresh start is sometimes it's best needed. So
sometimes, yeah. So next, I think we have Mike Williams.
Has he signed already?
He signed today.
Who?
He's with the Jets. 1-year deal, $15 million. He tore his ACL this past season in week 3, 4. So Mike Williams was known to be one of the, I guess you would say, the best jump ball receiver out in the league currently. Obviously, injuries derailed his careers in the past, or his seasons in the past. Not his career, but his seasons in the past. So that was why it was kind of like a iffy, why he probably took so long to get signed. But the Jets said, hey, why not? We got back Aaron. We need to give him as much, targets and players that he can go up there and.
Mike Williams fully healthy is a problem. I'm not even gonna lie, he's a problem.
They got there now. I guess you would say
because they're trying to trade Lazard.
Really?
So yeah, they say they're putting him on the trade block. So you bring in,
see what y'all can do. But then again, what I've been hearing is Michael Thomas.
My cousin asked me about that too. He was like, "Who would you?" He said, "Who would you rather have, Michael Thomas or Hunter Renfrow?" And I was like, I love Hunter, but he's more of a slot guy, and Tyreek is already there. And I know Michael Thomas is not once what he used to be. When he had that breakout season when Drew Brees was there over for 1,700 yards, he had like over 100 catches that year, and then he's just been nicked up with injuries. But we need a big body receiver,
slot man,
because clearly somebody ain't doing their job. Claypool. Go ahead, continue, bro.
He's also a free agent.
Oh, good, and let him go.
But
give him away for a 7th round pick. But go ahead, bro.
That's definitely something I believe the Dolphins need to, not to shift the traffic of conversation, but since we're talking about, I guess you would say, a big body jump ball receiver,
take Michael
big
Thomas.
Presence. Michael Thomas would be an optimal, I would say,
I'll take
pickup for the Dolphins right now. We don't have, all the Dolphins receivers are literally 6 foot and under.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tallest one being right now, currently,
I think it's Claypool. No, I think Claypool's the tallest one. Oh, you say he's a free agent. Yeah, he's on the team. So
we just lost Cedric Wilson. He went to the Saints on a 2-year deal. He was he was like 6'3".
So he was the tallest at that point because Waddle was like 6 foot?
Waddle's not even 6 foot.
What is it, 5'11"?
5'11", 5'10". Probably 6 foot in cleats, maybe, on a good day. Tyreek is 5'10".
Yeah.
Braxton Barris is another 5'10".
Yeah.
everybody's short. It's just speed. There's so much speed, which I love, but
No, I need
too much of that. It killed us in the red zone. That's why we had so many field goals in those red zones. We don't have a big body just throw up there and just
the 50-50 ball. That's what I need. I need,
need
that.
that. And that's what
Facts.
we missed with. That's why I think having Mike Gesicki was so vital for us.
I'm telling you.
It was so vital. As much as you guys love to, Gesicki, he's not a good run after the catch. That's not his game. Gesicki is throw that bitch up to me. Let me go get it.
And I'm gonna go get it.
6'6",
Literally.
6'7", 260 pounds. I'm gonna go up there and snatch it over somebody. We've seen it. Roll a few clips of his highlights of him going up there and going to get it. There's plenty of them. He does it. That's his game. And now he's playing for the Bengals on a 1-year deal. And I'm sure you're going to see a few highlights of him doing it this year too.
True.
So, obviously we got Jonnu Smith, and I guess you can say him. He's one of our bigger body receivers. We got him. But he's also speed too.
Speed too, yeah. Him and Smythe. So yeah, but
I don't even say Smythe is that athletic. Smythe is a great blocker.
But
he can catch.
Yeah. He can. I'm not going to disrespect him, but yeah, he's not like you said, like a Gesicki that's going to like literally throw it up and I'm going to come down with it. Yeah. You know, he ain't like that. But I do like that. I do like that. Mike Williams to the Jets, how you say, gives Aaron Rodgers another weapon. They did sign who did not Trent Williams. It was the dude from the Cowboys. The lineman. He's also going to be a Hall of Famer when he retires too. I forgot his name. It's not Trent Williams. It's somebody else, man.
Teron, what's the name? The Cowboys tackle,
Teron
right?
Smith,
Teron
right?
Smith, yeah,
yes,
I think so.
him. Yeah. Yes, they also signed. I believe they also signed him, or they said they was planning to sign him. I don't know if that was finalized or not, but they said they was planning to sign him.
Chase Young also is now.
He went to the Saints, fully guaranteed
1-year deal,
$13
million, which is a little bit, no disrespect to you, Chase Young. It's a bit, expensive. But I guess, go out there and show them why you deserve that bag.
Hopefully he gets back to his rookie season. I mean, rookie season, he was causing havoc. So,
I mean, you got to think about it. Him and what's the other D tackle DN they have? Cameron Jordan.
He said he wanted to play with Cam Jordan.
He did?
Yeah, that's what he said. He wanted to play with Cam Jordan.
That might be something to look out for. You got two, great edge rushers, Obviously, you still got to look at the production from Chase Young. Cameron Jordan has shown his production. But,
True.
Obviously, injuries have also derailed Chase Young's, career so far up to this point.
That's true as well.
His rookie year, I think he tore his ACL or something of that sort.
He did.
So now this is his kind of make or break year, prove it year. He played half a season with the Commanders, half a season with the 49ers. They got to the bowl. He was a little bit missing, I ain't gonna lie to you, in the Super Bowl. So, but now, reboot, we'll see what happens. So he's also, I guess you consider, like almost like in a Jerry Jeudy situation. New team, new situation.
Fresh start,
new deal. Let's see what happens. Obviously, it's not as long. It's only a 1-year make or break year deal, but we'll see what happens. The Saints they didn't do terrible, but they didn't do good.
Good. So and then Josh Dobbs to the 49ers.
Yeah, I seen that. So, but Dobbs is an interesting player in my eyes. He went to 3 teams in 1 season.
That don't make no sense. I feel like Minnesota should have gave him another shot, bro.
They
should have gave him another shot.
And Maine, I'm sure you can vouch for it.
No, seriously, bro.
I think what went wrong with Dobbs, that's a lot on a man's mental. Getting traded, it's like you can't even lay down in your bed without getting a text message to pack your bags. You're going to. At first, it was pack your bags. You're going to Arizona.
Literally.
All right, you're in Arizona. You beat the Cowboys. Your first or second game, I believe, playing for them. Time the Cowboys are like 3-4-0.
Yeah.
Beat the Cowboys at home. Were they home? Yeah,
they were home.
They were home. Mm-hmm. You beat the Cowboys in Arizona, and you're playing, I guess, good, and then you switch gears. Kirk Cousins got hurt. That's what happened. Kirk Cousins got hurt. Mm-hmm. They make a monumental trade, and they go ahead and they traded him. And now, Dobbs got traded to the Vikings after doing pretty decent. He was starting to heat up in the NFL. As every week, like, oh, Josh Dobbs. Once a, I guess, 5th, 6th round pick is now out here, is he the quarterback for, X, Y, and Z.
True.
He comes to the Vikings, he goes on a streak, he wins a few games, and then boom, he hits a slump. It's a slump.
Against the
team starting to figure out.
I think it was that Broncos game. That's where he hit that slump.
Yeah, it was like a Monday night or Sunday night game, and he did not perform well at all. I think he threw a pick six, and they benched him. They threw in, I think, Nick Mullins or one of those quarterbacks, and
Nick Mullins.
He just never seen the field again since then. And, you know, if you people don't understand too much about football, it's very hard to go to a place and adjust to not only the environment but the team and its playbooks. Some of these teams have thousands of plays in the playbook, and as a quarterback,
you gotta remember
every signal call, every adjustment. Remember certain cues. It's not easy.
Certain play calls, certain shifts, certain audibles, codes. It's too much to memorize, bro. And then, like you said,
quarterback has to be on point.
And then for him to literally go from place to place to it's like I can't find a home. Yeah. Like I'm bouncing around so much. Like you said, I can't even lay down at nighttime because probably my phone will ring. Oh, you're on the move again.
Yeah, we traded you, guy. We booked your ticket. You're going to blah blah blah. Like I said, that happened to that man twice in 1 year.
That's too much, bro.
So
hopefully he stays in San. I mean, I know obviously Brock Purdy is the quarterback. We all know that, but hopefully he can find a home to settle down and instead of bouncing around from team to team to team.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people might call me crazy, but give him a whole off season and stuff. I wouldn't mind him on the Dolphins as a backup for Tua. He showed some grit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He going there and he showed some grit. He made some good plays. Everybody's gonna have a bad game.
Of course, it happens in the NFL.
Because he did go through that slump, mind you, he won some games to the Minnesota to get them back in the playoff picture. They weren't even in the playoff picture.
Yep.
He beat the Dallas Cowboys. Granted, everybody's gonna be like, it's just the Cowboys. Okay, Cowboys are a pretty good regular season team, especially regular season. Playoffs, I don't know what happened to them. No disrespect, but he beat them in the midst. Matter of fact, he gave them their first loss of the season.
Yep.
Think about that. So, I think true, if his man has a whole off season to be on the team, learn the plays, dissect everything, especially the Dolphins offense, which is the toughest offense to learn apparently in the entire league because of all the pre-motion snaps and shifts.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
You're gonna need a whole off season to learn that and to get everything in groove. I think he's definitely a solid backup for sure. I'm not even gonna reach and say he's definitely gonna be a starter somewhere.
But a solid backup.
Solid backup. If your quarterback goes down, he might be able to be a game manager and finish that game for you. Maybe get your team in field goal range in need to be situations, and he can also extend plays with his legs too. He's shown that plenty of times. So
I've seen that against the Falcons. I've seen a couple of plays where he extended away his legs.
Sure. So I'm a Josh Dobbs supporter. I support Egghead, and
I support Egghead too, man.
Keep doing your thing. I don't even know if he's still on the Vikings because he's been traded so much. I don't even know how his contract situation works. So it's possible he is a free agent, but
I mean, he already done signed with the 49ers already. So.
Oh yeah, he did say something.
So obviously, I feel like Minnesota's finna go in.
It was a 1 year deal.
Yeah, it was a 1 year deal, $2.2 million. So I think
he's a great backup.
So Minnesota's finna go in the direction of drafting, a quarterback with these quarterbacks that's coming into the league.
They should never let him go.
I don't think so either. I think he deserved another shot. But another eye opener that really opened my eyes, that caught my attention was Keenan Allen going to the Bears.
Yeah.
Wow.
Traded for a bag of chips.
Bro,
Classic Lays.
Los Angeles Chargers, boy, what's going on,
They're going full rebuild, and I think
they reconstructed Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa's contract as well too.
They're making room, so I think if not, I think they might go make a splash to try to go grab Odell once he gets his post-June 1st cut.
For the Chargers?
Get him, and I think they're going to go wide receiver within maybe not round 1, but probably round 2. Go get another talent. Like, there's so much. And I don't even think there's going to be a lot of wide receivers selected first round.
But to have Keenan, to trade away Keenan Allen, which was your number 1 receiver, pretty much. But yeah, to see Keenan Allen get traded to the Bears, like that opened the reason why that opened my eyes is because when Justin Fields was there, they wasn't going as hard bringing in these pieces for, like I said, outside of DJ Moore. I did like the tight end Cole Kmet, but you bring in, obviously DJ stay there, Kmet is still there. You get Keenan Allen in there, you get DeAndre Swift in there, and obviously we all know who that pick is going to be. It's going to be Caleb Williams coming from USC. So you're basically building him for success. You just need a better offensive line and to add some key pieces on that defensive side. But when Justin Fields was there, it's like, where were all these?
They traded him too for a bag.
Yeah, for a 6th-round pick, a bag of sunflower seeds.
Plain, no flavor. Listen, it's Kenny Pickett also was shipped for nothing
To Philly.
to back up. Kenny Pickett, I'm gonna be honest. As much as obviously he's not my quarterback, so I'm not gonna have too much to really say on Kenny Pickett. I don't think he's terrible, but I don't think he's the greatest thing.
True.
I think he does have potential some way once he's settled into a system to be a future starter quarterback. But you sent him to Philly to back up some quarterback that's probably always going to be the starting quarterback. He brought this team to a Super Bowl in his second year.
Yep. He was in an
third year.
he was in an MVP race with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have won MVP.
He's not touching the field, and God forbid, unless something happens to Jalen Hurts on that field.
Yep.
He's not touching that field. So I think you guys are just that trade. They didn't need to get Kenny Pickett.
I don't think they needed to get him either, honestly.
And I wonder how he feels like, bro, I'm in even a worse situation. You had a better chance dueling it out.
In Pittsburgh, with Mason and Mitchell. Well, Mitchell was already gone, already out the door. Mason already done left. Who was it? Russell? No. Russell was going to start regardless, bro. I feel like, in my opinion, Russell, I mean, you bring in a quarterback caliber dude like Russell Wilson, who's been in this league, who's a Super Bowl champion, who's an 8 or 9 time Pro Bowler. I understand what happened in Denver. It is what it is. Things happen on both ends, but at the end of the day, Russell Wilson did, in Seattle, we seen what happened there. So obviously, I felt like the Pittsburgh Steelers was like, okay, let's get Russ at a vet minimum, which they did, which it don't cost them a lot. And then you bring in Justin Fields for a 6th-round pick. That don't cost you nothing either. So you didn't even spend anything.
Steelers won.
Literally, the Steelers won.
Very much so.
You barely spent anything.
They got a lot of draft capital already this year. They just traded away Kenny Pickett, and they think they got a 4th and like a 5th or 6th. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then you take those picks, you go grab Justin Fields, and swap one of those picks for Justin Fields, literally. Yep. And you got literally pretty much 2 first rounders. You gave away a first round, you got a 4th round quarterback.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, one is dual threat, one isn't. I would say, well, Kenny Pickett, he did have some flashes of being able to extend the plays, but at the end of the day, I think bringing Justin Fields to a new environment, apparently that's where he wanted to go. There was 3 teams that wanted him, and he chose the Steelers.
Well, I mean, I feel like he'll be the future of that because, I mean, Russell is 35, Justin is 25, and depending on how Russ does this season, because, I mean, you on a 1-year deal, so this is a make it or break it for you. Depending on how you do, Mike Tomlin never had a losing season, but still, like, I know he doesn't care about that because at the end of the day, the goal is to win, and it's been a very long time since they've won a Super Bowl from a very long time ago.
Alternating throughout the year.
But between Russell and Fields,
depending on who's hot or cold.
Well, they said if Fields play, I think like 50% of like the games or 50% of the season, then that 6th round goes down to a 4th round pick. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. I feel like Justin Fields is going to be the future of that squad. So, I mean, you have Najee Harris, you got Jalen Warren, you got Pickens over there.
Behind Russell ain't too bad.
Exactly, you can learn. That's what you can learn from him as well too. So
we'll see what kind of happens or transpires in that realm. But
you have a coach in Mike Tomlin who's stamped in this league,
2-time Super Bowl champion.
True.
So, we'll guess we'll see what happens and shapes up in Pittsburgh. Hopefully, Kenny Pickett, you get that situation because I'm sure you're not too pleased.
Nah, definitely not too pleased.
To be sitting behind, you had a better chance of staying in Pittsburgh and getting your job. He literally he's in the same state. He just went down the street.
That's
between
true.
Philly to Pittsburgh.
Not too far apart.
Right. So, hey man,
What was another one that well I know for us, because I know that we made some moves as well too. I'm trying to find it. There we go.
Trent Brown went to the Bengals. They finally the Patriots finally decided to let him flock his feathers. So now they got 2 giant tackles.
Oh really?
The Bengals, yeah.
Interesting. I mean, like I said, I mean for us, we made a couple of key signings as well too on that defensive side. You know, with Jordan Poyer, you know, being number one, giving 1 year contract. Fuller, I think it's Kendall Fuller. I believe that's his name.
Yep.
Kendall Fuller, we also signed him as well too. Shaq Barrett.
Welcome to Miami.
Who was the dude that from Seattle, the linebacker? That I forgot his name.
Jordan Brooks.
That's
3-year deal.
That's another one right there as well.
I want to stay on that really quick. So, Jordan Brooks,
Anthony
pretty solid
Walker.
linebacker, mind you. Our old linebacker, Jerome Baker. Funny thing is, their acronyms are both JB. It's crazy to me that Jerome, you decided that you didn't want to reconstruct your deal. Miami was willing to keep you because we drafted you. You've been a solid linebacker for us for your last 6 years you've been with us?
Yeah, one of our best linebackers
In a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
You decided to leave to go play for Seattle, which Jordan Brooks ironically came from.
And he got a 3-year deal with 3 years, 30 mil.
He got a 3-year, $30 million deal with us.
Yep.
And you went to Seattle to get a 1-year, $7 million deal.
Yeah.
Pretty much a cheap make it or break it deal. For what? Granted, I wouldn't say you're the best run stopping linebacker, but you're pretty decent in pass coverage. And like I said, he's been in Miami for so long. He knows the system. He knows
That's what I said. That's
coaches. So it's like
I love Baker, man.
the comfortability. You would think he would. I'm sure Miami was willing to take care of him. Obviously, they just needed the money to kind of go about things, get more players to help out. That's the main objective. But
maybe he wanted a fresh start too. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what goes on in these players' lives. I don't know what certain decisions happen to come about. But I'm with you though, because like I said, like you're here, you're already here in Miami. You've been in our system for so long. You're one of our best defensive players on that end.
Mm-hmm.
We already lost a couple of key pieces already. So for you to go to Seattle for 1 year for $7 million was definitely like a head scratcher for me. But also at the same time too, like I don't know what went into that decision. I don't know if they tried to negotiate something. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say if you wanted to, if you asked for more money or whatever, because we was already over the cap as it was already. But 1 year for $7 million, I'm pretty sure we could have at least gave you like a 2-year deal or something like that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I don't know what factored into his decision. So I really don't know.
Is what it is. You're now a Seattle Seahawk. I can just wish you the best of luck. They're clearly a rebuilding franchise a little bit too as well.
Yep.
Especially on that defensive side of the ball. Even the offense. With Geno Smith, he's not bad. Matter of fact, Geno did make the Pro Bowl this year, actually.
Yeah, he did.
But they got a new head coach.
Yep.
So you only can wonder what's going to happen in that situation. So I just wish him nothing but the best of luck. Appreciate your years in Miami. And yeah, man, sad to see you go, especially for under that kind of circumstance. So, but, Jordan Brooks, welcome to Miami.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, that's all you can really say.
No shade, but, it's what it is. So, it's a business.
Yeah, that's what it is at the end of the day. It's a dirty business, at the end of the day, but it's a business, as you said. So
sad news for Cowboys fans. Linebacker
Vanderish
has retired
after 6 seasons. Damn,
dealing
boy.
with injuries every single season.
And he was good when he was healthy too, but damn, injuries suck, man.
Apparently, he had a lingering neck injury that he's been dealing with.
That's why he had that neck pad
For so long, and it just clearly just won't go away. So he decided to call His career quits, like you said, after 6 seasons, and he has recorded 469 tackles, 13 for a loss, 3.5 sacks, 13 passes defended. Solid years, but it's all has kind of come to a close. So
Yeah,
wish
definitely.
him
Nothing but the best on your next chapter in life. At the end of the day, your health is more important because as safe as they try to make football is still a violent sport, and at the end of the day, those hits do take a toll on you. It may not seem like that right then and there, but after that adrenaline leaves your body and it's a 17-week season, yeah, man, it's plus playoffs if you make it. Yeah, it's a long ride, man. All season, OTAs, training camps, 17 weeks of football, playoffs included. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body.
It sure is.
But me and Sean gonna still keep y'all updated on the NFL thing. But before we close it out,
I want to do a quick
for which one?
mock.
Mock draft? Oh, okay.
Since it's been 2 weeks of post free agency and a lot of trades, and these quarterbacks have been traded for, like Vlad said, some plain sunflower seeds. Clearly.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly skim through all 32 first round and what these people are predicting, and then see if I agree in your eyes, at least.
Okay.
Round 1. Now that Justin Fields is now gone, they have him going to the Bears officially.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. Second pick with the Commanders, Drake May. They do need a quarterback. So they got.
I was gonna say the Patriots, but okay.
So for pick 3, the Raiders getting Jaden Daniels
from LSU.
Yeah.
Huh.
Raiders move
They
up
do
to
need
13.
a quarterback.
Raiders move up to from 13 in the deal with the Patriots because the Patriots do have the third.
Oh,
overall.
yeah.
So it's a trade
Okay.
to get them up there.
Not bad. They do need a quarterback.
Vikings move up to 11. Mind you. Yeah, Vikings move up from 11 to deal with the Cardinals. So they just recently traded with the Cardinals this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And they get J.J. McCarthy.
That's how they're feeling. I seen that too. I seen reports on that it was gonna get J.J. McCarthy.
That might be nice.
I think so.
He's a system quarterback. He's not obviously an eye popper like the other 3 I just named, but
True.
I think he can get the job done for Minnesota.
Let's see what happens with JJ.
Los Angeles Chargers. They get Marvin Harrison Jr. Excuse me. That's a great replacement, I would say. And you got Herbert.
Yeah.
You got reset. You got the new coach coming in.
Jim Harbaugh. Yeah.
We'll see what happens. With the Giants at 6, you got Malik Neighbors.
That's interesting. That's solid. That is solid.
Solid one.
Okay.
Tennessee gets a tackle to protect their new future quarterback. What's his name again? Number 8 that kicked our ass.
Will Levis.
Will Levis. They get Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
Okay.
And then at number 8, Falcons get Dallas Turner, edge rusher, who's obviously the best edge rusher right now in the draft.
True.
Don't quote me on it. But the Bears, again, they replace the receiver that just left. What's his name? Darnell Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
And they get Romeo Dunze from Washington.
Do you think it's possible that that the Bears could low-key get Marvin?
If he's still there on the board, they would have to trade back up.
Yeah, true.
He's definitely gonna be gone before 10.
Yeah, he is.
And they're picking 9, so
I was just thinking like him, Keenan, Mike.
But Dunze is nice.
Yeah, Dunze is too. Yeah, he is nice though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He was the number 1 receiver over there at Washington. So, yeah.
And he's fast. I think they had their pro day. I think he ran like a sub 4.
Yeah.
And he's like 6'3". So the Jets at 10, they get Brock Bowers. My goodness. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want him, bro. I want Brock Bowers,
he's
bro.
on Miami,
that
would change and help too so much.
I want Brock Bowers, dog. But okay.
They got him going to the Jets at 10. Cardinals, they get Brian Thomas Jr. at 11. 12, the Denver Broncos get Bo Nix. I honestly didn't have Bo Nix going first round.
I did.
You did?
I did, but I thought me personally, I still feel like the Denver Broncos are still going to choose McCarthy, but I do hear a lot about the Vikings. But I mean, Denver does need a quarterback because who do you
They
have
do.
at
They
quarterback?
don't.
So you're gonna Bo
have
Nix
to.
was going to fit somewhere into that
I
mix.
think they might trade up
So
and go get somebody. I mean, Bo Nix is not bad. Bo Nix is by all means great, but they said they call him a super senior. Bo Nix played 5 years of college football.
true.
So you at some point you gotta get good doing something for so many years. He played 2 years at Auburn, 3 years at it was 3 years at Auburn,
And then 2 years
at
at Oregon, yeah. So Bo been there for a minute.
So he's been there for some time. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see if that truly does happen. But I think they could trade up. They have the capital to do it. Why not? But the Patriots got 2 first-round picks. Oh no, they traded. Yeah, it's the trade pick. I forgot. They traded with the Raiders, so now they're picking at pick 13. They get Fashanu, the tackle from Penn State.
Okay.
No wonder they just let their tackle go
True.
today too, and who's now signed with the Bengals. The Saints get Jared Verse, edge rusher from Florida State.
Okay.
At 15, the Colts get Terrion Arnold, the cornerback from Alabama. I think he was talking about him. I think he said he might be a little bit more nice than Kool-Aid, potentially. Seattle Seahawks at 16, they get that crazy edge rusher, Latutu. Whoever his name is. No, I mean,
Sorry about that.
His name, Latu, but yeah.
Latutu.
Latu, something like that. At 17, Jacksonville Jaguars, they get Cooper DeJean, a defensive back. I don't even know who that is. I might have to do some research on him. And then 18, you got the Bengals picking another tackle, Talisi Fuaga.
Sound like a white name.
And then the Rams at 19, they got Byron Murphy II, defensive line from Texas.
Okay.
Know about him. Steelers, they get Jackson Powers Johnson, the center from Oregon, which I was hoping the Dolphins would get. So they got us predicted at getting Troy Futunawu, offensive lineman from Washington. We do need linemen.
We do need linemen, yeah, definitely.
I'm not surprised at that.
Our linemen's definitely been beat up this year for sure, so we do need some linemen.
They got at 22 the Eagles getting Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo. Then they got the Cardinals at 23 getting Nate Wiggins. My God. You seen this 40 time, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Cowboys with Tyler Guyton, a tackle, which they needed because they just lost one of their tackles. Packers get a tackle, J.C. Lathman. Bucks, they get Kool-Aid, McKinstry.
Kool-Aid.
And then Cardinals again. How many times I seen the Cardinals? How many picks they got?
I heard you say the Cardinals once already, so.
They get Jajon Newton, defensive lineman from Illinois. And then you got the Bills at 28 getting the wide receiver from Texas, Adon Mitchell. Then Lions get Keon Coleman. That might be nasty.
That might be nasty. I like him.
Big body receiver. He's slow
him.
though. 4'6".
Yeah.
4'6".
But he's still a big body though.
And then you got the Ravens getting Chop Robinson, edge rusher. 49ers get Graham Barton, lineman. And Chiefs get Amarius Mims, tackle.
They do need the offensive lineman. They do need to work on that. They still need a big body receiver themselves too, but okay.
So what'd you think so far as what you heard, as far as, certain pre-predictions? A couple of those picks I think were solid, especially in the earlier first 10 rounds.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, at the end of the day, all we can do is really wait. I know a couple of people do have their pro days upcoming as well, too. And all we can do is just wait until the draft because, I mean, there could, even though that's only a mock draft, so it's not like the official draft. So teams may end up making different decisions on the night of the draft or be trading around certain players on the day of the draft or, trading down to get the players that they want. So even though this is a mock draft, it's not an official draft, but overall pretty solid. For
sure. We just got to wait and see. But, with draft night, who knows? Anything can happen. A lot of teams can trade up. Teams can trade back into the second round to get more draft capital, and we'll see.
So, I mean, it is receiver heavy as well, too, for this draft. So I am interested to see where most of these receivers are going to end up going because There's a lot of teams out there that do need some receivers.
Xavier Worthy, even though he ran that 4.21, he wasn't called in that
Yeah,
first round.
that's what surprised Troy Franklin as well too.
Troy Franklin, another one.
That's what surprised me as well too. So
a lot of tackles, a lot of edge rushes. That's what people. Without those people,
you got to protect your quarterback.
You got to protect your quarterback. You got to be able to get to the quarterback.
True. So we'll see what happens there. But moving on to the NBA before we close out, it's not gonna be long at all. We was talking about it off camera. Ant-Man dunk on John Collins and Jalen Johnson dunk on Austin Reeves. Kyrie Irving hit a wicked shot over Jokic to win that game. 107-105. Bam hit that game-winning three-pointer against Detroit. 104-101. Just quick question, man. Okay, if you was a basketball player, you on the court, would you rather get crossed or get dunked on?
Crossed.
I said the same thing too, bro.
Easily.
I said the same thing too, bro.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Can't get dunked. Because you don't get put on a T-shirt getting crossed, really. You'd have to, players get crossed every day. I'm going to be honest.
Facts, and I feel like it's a 50-50 chance for you to make the shot.
Yeah.
It counts if you make the shot. I don't care if you cross me. It happens, but did you make the shot?
Yeah. You can cross me, but if you make the shot, it don't count. It's never going to be... You'd have to, have me, spinning around type of craziness, and then you might miss it, but you still,
Yeah, you still cross me for sure. Right, absolutely. But to
get dunked,
there's
a difference between getting dunked on and posterized.
Nah, crucified. It's more like it, bro.
On the cross. It's a different one from Jesus Christ, but my God. John Collins. Call it. So you're 6'10" in shoes, and, you let Anthony Edwards, who's about 6'3", 6'4", jump from damn near the free throw line. Windmill almost. Caught back, tomahawk, and slam on your head and fracture his finger or dislocate his finger on the rim. He couldn't even enjoy the dunk too much.
Go straight to the locker room.
He went straight to the locker room to go get it popped back in place. But you, my friend, this is not the first time he's done it. Mind you, he's been in the league about 3 years now.
That's what I'm saying. And Anthony Edwards has been doing this in college as well too, and he has ups, bro. There was a couple of nights before where he I forgot who they were playing that night, and he missed the free throw, but he got the game-winning block. Did you see how high he got? The man hit his head on the rim.
He has crazy ups. He's a crazy athlete in general. Remember, I think I said 2 episodes ago, he's the one to watch out for.
True, which is true.
Telling you,
I still stand by what I said. He's not going to stay in Minnesota. I stand by what I said.
They have to pay him, bro.
But they're going to pay him. But like I said, he's still young, and at a point in time, he's going to be like, all right, bro, I did everything that I could. I want a ring. But as you said, fam, I've seen John Collins posterize a lot of people. But to see him on the opposite end, and then even you said he got a concussion off of that dunk.
Didn't come back after that.
Man.
Yeah, John Collins, it's going to be hard to reboot your NBA right after that. I ain't going to lie to you. But
you better find somebody else to dunk on.
Yeah, he would have to dunk on somebody that's a premier big man in the league, like a Giannis or,
a Jokic,
even
an
Embiid
Embiid.
Getting slammed on too.
Yeah,
a lot lately I've been seeing.
But
not like that.
Not like that. Ant-Man literally rose up. Even with the Jalen Johnson dunk too, man. He literally almost cleared AR-15, bro.
Yeah.
You did not want to be on the other end of that dunk. Just move the hell out the way, bro. If you're not finna jump, just move the hell out the way, dog.
Me personally, I'm out the way. Once I seen you rise up and
nope,
I'm just gonna turn. I'm not even gonna let you. No tea bag, no none of that. I'm just gonna turn. You got it, fam.
Oh look, a quarter.
Yeah.
No,
you got
bro.
it, fam. You ain't gonna put me on ESPN while I'm laying next to my queen watching me getting dunked on. It's not happening.
You see your kids be like, Daddy, is that you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Turn the TV off. Put on SpongeBob or something. Yeah, bro. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
My God. But even, Kyrie Irving as well too, bro. To be on Ramadan for 48 hours? No food, no water, no drink, nothing like that. And to hit a crazy shot. Bro, one thing about Kyrie.
Left hand just.
One thing about Kyrie Irving's a magician with the basketball.
One of the nicest handles in the game.
I feel like he has the nicest handles in the game, bro. Like that man, the way he holds the the way he handles the basketball, the way how he can rotate his body to shoot the basketball at certain angles that I can't see other people do. It's immaculate. It's literally nothing short of spectacular.
To beat the Denver Nuggets.
To beat a powerhouse team, one of the top. I think because you said it was them, the Thunder and the Timberwolves that were like basically 1 through 3. That was very close, but
they're the top 3 juggernauts right now in the West for sure.
Man, that game right there was ridiculous. Kyrie Irving, that shot right there. I couldn't even believe that he made it. I couldn't even believe it. I had to see it again on the replay.
2 game winners on Sunday, which was, great to see. Quick honorable mention. Obviously, it wasn't as, I guess you would say, as spectacular. Even though we are Heat fans, Bam was able to, should never came down to this. I'm going to be honest.
True. I mean, it's Detroit, but, like you said, it was a back-to-back. But still, Bam don't shoot threes.
He's been shooting them bitches lately, though.
True.
I lie to you.
He has been. I mean, that's not his game, but he has been. So he hit that game winner for us to win it 104-101. We did lose to Philly
last night,
98-91 without a Joel Embiid, which honestly hurt my heart. And, Tyler, I need you back on that court, man.
Yeah, man. I'm tired. The ankle's been sore for about a month now, my brother.
I need you back on that court. I understand. Yes, I do want you to be healthy. Please. But as Sean said, it's a playoff push, man. I need you back on that court, dog.
Now in the playoff tournament, we were just in the 6th spot. Now we're back in the playoff tournament, a playing tournament, and now
I seen Duncan got hurt too. Was it like a back injury or something like that?
We can't afford no more injuries, bro. And we can't keep signing 40-year-old men out of retirement to come help us. We cannot keep for real, bro. It's.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna get back to the finals like this. We need to get things rolling. Bam is tired.
Bam is
the only one that's gonna be consistently healthy. My God, can y'all just go out there and help him, bro?
Please. Somebody help me. Help me, please.
My God. But we're, could have been worse. At one point we were on an 8-game losing streak. Right now, we just obviously, like I said, we just lost to Philly. But we play the Cavaliers tomorrow night. Yeah. So hopefully we can bounce back. I think out of the next 14 games, which is left of the season, I think we have 7 or 8 home games. Quote me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So we need to stand strong at home. We can't afford to lose no home games, and we need to be able to split at least half of those road games.
Every game counts. Because it's like I said. I mean, as we said in the beginning, it's almost the end of next week is the end of March. After that is the beginning of April. So time is literally ticking.
Today, playoff start.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So
it's time to get the ball rolling, people. No pun intended.
This man said no pun intended. But yeah, man, we reached the end of the podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. Go ahead and give your shout outs before we bounce up out of here.
Shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to God. Shout outs to Rico again for producing all this again for us to give y'all this great content. Like I said, once every week new things happen, new trends is going on, and what's going on in the sports world, we're here to provide y'all with updates in the news, and happy to be here once again.
Shout out to God first and foremost for making us see another day, because not every day is promised, not even the next minute is promised. So thank you for that. Thank you for taking time out your day for coming back on this show again, man. Definitely want to grow this channel. Make sure y'all like, y'all comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for the love and the support, because at the end of the day, this wouldn't be happen without you guys. At the end of the day, it may seem like it's just, me and Sean, or, it's just me. But at the end of the day, when I was watching a video earlier, the key word was, a team. And at the end of the day, me, Sean, even Rico, you guys don't see him a lot, but he's behind the camera doing all of this for us. He's a part of this team as well, too. Even you guys are a part of this team as well, too. So I appreciate you guys each and every single week, with the comments, with the likes, and Sean's DMs, he'll tell me about it, and my DMs for sure. Once again, Maine, thank you for the logo, man. Seriously, like I said, I'm a premium, just put it right there on my wall. You get a jacket of it, put it on the jacket, man. No, seriously, man, appreciate it. Thank you so much for it. And yeah, man, just see you guys next week for another episode, man. God bless, man. Take care.